This is a Windows Phone 7 game review of Rise of Glory, which is an Xbox Live title and available in the marketplace for $2.99. Rise of Glory is a really fun flight simulator action game. You have two modes, the campaign and then the little quick play custom game. And you get 12 levels here to play through in the campaign. And this will take you about 3 hours to complete. So you can jump into a mission here like this one, and then they give you a certain plane to play with there. And each mission has different elements to it. Sometimes you have to land on an airstrip, sometimes you have to fight off enemies, sometimes you have to kill a train. There's a great variety in the game. Once you start playing it, you'll probably want to pause it and calibrate it to make sure that you're playing at the right angle here. Any of the blue planes there are your friendly planes. And so we need to follow our squadron leader here. So you fly the plane by tilting your phone to adjust the roll of the plane and also the altitude there. And then you adjust the steering there, that back flap, with your left hand here. And you can adjust the speed by clicking there. And so right now our base is under attack. You can also freely move the camera at any time just by grabbing your plane and moving the camera there. And you shoot by clicking this button here. And then you can slow down, accelerate, that's your speed, it's kept track of right there. You can also change to different views, like that view, this view, or the normal view. I like this view the most, you can tell what's going on. And so you can do usual stuff like barrel rolls here, and all that other stuff. So let's go fight these enemies here. There isn't any music in the game, but the sound effects are amazing. I absolutely love them. And the visuals are really great. When your plane actually gets damaged, it shows visible damage on it even. It's really cool. And everything feels like it's in perfect 3D. The only time you can't really get a sense of like depth perception is when you're flying at some of the mountains, which are low res, and you're coming close. You're not really sure how far off the ground you are. But otherwise, the textures make it pretty clear as to how far away you are, which is absolutely great for a game like this. And you can do all the usual plane tricks there, like those upside down rolls. You can fly upside down. You can do all the stuff that you'd ever want to. It does take a little while to get used to the controls, but I actually think it's pretty realistic compared to a real plane. It's definitely not one of those games that's just like easy and instantly available to play. You have to work at it a little while and get used to how to control a plane. So that's a good thing. As you can see, that's our base down there, and they're also firing at the enemies here. So the only problem I had with the controls here is when you're trying to hold that to accelerate faster and keep on moving faster, it's tough to steer your plane, because then you have to take this second hand and go over here and steer there. When you're shooting, the steering is fine, but then you can't control your speed without taking your hand off the steering there. Unless you do like a 3-fingered trick here, then you kinda could, but that's my only complaint about the controls. Normally you only need to use your speed when you're actually flying to somewhere far away, like flying to find out that this guy's been taken out here. So it's normally not an issue, and I guess there really wouldn't be any other way to manage these controls, so the way they have them set up are good. So our guy got taken down there, and we're gonna go and get some vengeance on these enemies. As you can see, the visuals are pretty cool when you're getting beat up there. You get bullet holes in your screen to show you that you're taking damage, and your health shows up there. And this game leads to some really fun dogfights, actually. these guys are really evading me. The change in scenery is also really great. You're usually never playing in the same type of level. And as you can see, that sun looks amazing in this game. Enemies will give you a little target out in front of them that you can shoot at in order to adjust for their velocity, so that helps you out to play the game. There isn't any difficulty setting in the campaign, but if you play the custom games where you can just set up different gameplay modes, you can change the difficulty. And right now I'm just playing through the camera. I'm looking at the phone through the camera, so don't criticize my flying skills, please. So here we go. As you can see, they're really shooting us down too. We got to get out of there. So the variation in gameplay is really great. It's not a game that you'll get bored of. In addition to the campaign, there's also the custom game mode here where you can set up a game with any of the maps here. The problem is selecting these because of how they tried to do the finger scrolling. It's really tough to click on them, but that's not that big of a problem. I mean, it's really fun once you get into the game. It's just the navigation in the menus that is a bit bad there. So you can choose from free-for-all, team deathmatch, defend the base, or capture the flag. And you can also change the difficulty there, a time limit, a frag limit, like shooting them, and how many teammates each team has. And you can jump in and start a game. So this really adds to the replayability. You already have 3 hours of gameplay in the story mode, but this definitely adds to the gameplay so much more. Sure, the iPhone game does have multiplayer, and hopefully they'll add that to this game, but this is pretty good. You could be playing this for a while and not get bored. So as you can see, our plane got damaged there. It's just a visual indicator of my health, basically. Not doing too good, but hopefully we can take these guys out. Oh! He has our flag. Come on, let's go for this flag. Whoa. So some of those planes are a lot faster than others. So we're going. I have the flag. Oh, and I got taken out. So overall, if you're looking for a pretty cool flight simulator and action game with a lot of shooting and great visuals and some great sounds and really long-lasting gameplay, this game is absolutely perfect. I'm really impressed with the quality of the game, and the load times are really fast too. It's just overall a really great game. And it only costs $2.99. So if you like it, go buy Rise of Glory in the marketplace. It's an Xbox Live title and definitely worth your money.